Hey everybody, this is the last week of inter-season bonus material before we start the new season next week. Are you excited? I'm excited. We've already recorded the first episodes and they're all very fun. For this final week, we thought we would present to you something that we had done before that you may not have heard. If you've listened to this show for a while, you will know friends of the show David Spira and PG Law, who are fantastic. They've been on the show together and apart in various configurations, and they do a lot of podcasting together, both for the Reality Escape Pod, which if you really like escape rooms or want to know more about escape rooms and immersive experiences, you should go and listen to. And they also work together on PG's Playhouse, which is both an interview show and a fun fact show and a show full of little games and puzzles to do. We did 3 episodes with them, and when I asked them which of those 3 they'd like me to put up on the feed, they gave me this one, and I agree, it's a very, very fun episode. I won't tell you too much more about it. If you've listened to it before, that's fine. Thank you so much for supporting their show. I hope you really enjoyed it. If you haven't, this is a fun excuse to hear me and Dani, as well as PG and David, talk about interesting things, do some puzzles, have some fun. It's a really nice episode, so here it is. I hope you enjoy it. It's the Bat Bomb episode.
Hello and welcome to PG's Playhouse, a fun little getaway filled with games, puzzles, and trivia, followed by some general nerdery. I'm PG Law, and here with me as always is David Spira. David can't see especially well in the dark because he navigates via echolocation.
Ping!
Our special guests today are Bill Sunderland and Dani Siller, who are most well known for their show Escape This Podcast, where guests must puzzle their way through an audio escape room designed to drive us batty. Welcome.
David, is podcasting, is that a good thing for someone with echolocation, or is it confusing because the sound is coming from a distance but it sounds like it's right next to you? Is this a hard life you've chosen for yourself?
I take one for the team. I feel like the world doesn't have enough podcasts, and so I'm enduring this just to make sure that more can be made.
That's only fair.
That's fair.
Well, if you haven't already guessed, our topic today is about bats. Kinda. It is actually about a little-known piece of history called the Bat Bomb, which David will talk about in his segment later on in the show.
It's completely insane.
When he was pitching this topic to me, I basically came up with this game immediately, so that automatically got my approval for the topic. Today's game is called Right Off the Bat. And the way it works is I will give you a clue, and every answer will have the word bat in it, B-A-T in consecutive order. So, for example, if I were to say a type of marsupial, you would say a wombat.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Okay.
That took me longer than I would care to admit normally.
Dani, it's just because we know more marsupials.
There's probably some truth to that.
Numbat! Numbat!
Oh, that's true. Can't argue with
It's a
numbat.
numbat.
I'm sure you guys will wing it just fine. A contortionist.
Oh, could be an acrobat.
An acrobat. How about a latrine?
Toil bat. Wait, hold on. A bathroom.
A bathroom.
It's funny. I thought of bathroom, and I was like, nope, that wouldn't be it.
You've done a rabbit hole.
How about a fight in a war?
A battle.
A battle. Along those lines, what about physical conflict?
Is that just combat?
Combat, yes. What about this word, frequently paired with assault?
Oh, I know.
Battery.
I'm not as a joke. I was sitting there thinking of Pepper. I like, not as a bit. I was sitting there being like, was there a type of pepper?
Assault? Researching this, I didn't realize, because it's always like, assault and battery, right? Assault is the starting of the encounter. So like to be like, hey, you, to start the fight. Battery is the conclusion of it. That's the difference between the two, apparently.
Yeah, I've seen that there are some funny little finicky things there.
If you want to look up some real interesting legal jargon, look up the legal definition of mayhem. I'm sorry.
Ooh, that's wild.
Oh, boy.
Well,
I'm excited for that.
Can you just tell the listeners at home?
I don't know that I want to
No.
force this on you.
All right, no. All right, research at your own caution.
Yeah, that's not what I expected.
Right?
Okay, now I feel like I gotta look.
Now
this
we
up.
all gotta
Now,
do it.
all right, now you've done it,
But
David.
we all look it up and then we all go, oh.
Oh, it's the intentional maiming of another person. How rude. Oh, did you know that they must be permanently disfigured for it to count as mayhem?
whoa.
Yes.
Oh,
If they get better, it's not mayhem.
The word mayhem comes from maim,
Ma'am.
if you look up the etymology.
It does. If you turn someone into a newt, you are committing mayhem. But if they get
That's
better,
mayhem.
then you're not.
Yeah. No, exactly.
Wow.
all right, we're moving on, folks. The opposite of somebody who might do that, someone who abstains from marriage, typically for religious reasons.
Okay, it's not a bachelor.
That's what I thought. A celibate.
Oh.
A celibate, exactly. To encourage to hatch. To encourage to hatch.
To incubate.
To incubate.
Incubate.
What about a long holiday?
A sabbatical.
Ooh.
Yes, you're going to take sabbatical.
That's a bat I want to get hit by.
Presumably, let's all take a quick etymology break. Sabbatical.
Savato is Greek.
Is it all tied to Sabbath as a time of rest?
It would be, and that is just like Greek for the weekend. Saturday? Sunday? Saturday? One of them.
One of them. I'm done now. That's all good. We get back to the game.
Jargon break.
I just heard sabbatical and I went, oh, it's a break like a Sabbath? That's interesting.
This break brought to you by the Oxford English Dictionary. OED for all of your etymology needs. Sponsor us.
Okay, the next one is a seabird or perhaps a disadvantage.
That's an albatross around your neck.
An albatross. So I do know where this idiom comes from. It's from an old Samuel Taylor Coleridge poem called The Rime of the Ancient Mariner.
We had to study this for our final year 12 school exams.
It is an ancient mariner who stoppeth one of three. By thy long grey beard and glittering eye, now wherefore stopp'st thou me? The bridegroom's doors are open wide, and I am next of kin. The guests are met, the feast is set. Mayst hear the merry din, etc., etc.
I also want to make a statement, as I always do with this one, that the original Pirates of the Caribbean movie is clearly an adaptation of this poem.
Oh, there is
Because
a ghost
it literally
ship.
has a ghost ship who, under the moonlight, is revealed in their skeletal forms.
No kidding.
Ooh.
And you are put there, you're basically as punishment for your sin.
I did not put that together.
Well, so that's basically what the albatross did, is because a sailor killed an albatross, which is supposed to be like unlucky to kill one, and his shipmates made him wear the dead bird around his neck as punishment. So that's why the phrase is an albatross around your neck. Moving on here. What about a nightstick?
The heck is a nightstick?
Is that a baton?
Of course.
A baton. To argue in a formal setting.
It is to debat.
Really, it's pronounced debate.
That's right. It is debate.
I really hope that we aren't building towards masturbat.
I hope you will appreciate my restraint, David. I have left that off of this quiz.
Just a character from a Dickens book. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. How about a trial period or a light punishment?
Oh.
Okay. I've got this.
Oh, really? Trial period?
What's it called when you're in that stage of work where your boss can still fire you?
Probaton.
Probation, your probationary period. What is a discount or a deduction?
A
Rebate.
Rebate.
And when you know something word for word, like Bill does for the rhyme of the Ancient Mariner.
You know it off bat heart.
No, hang on.
It's verbatim.
Thank you.
Yes, you would know it verbatim.
I was going, there's something Latin here, but all I can think of is pro bono. That's not it.
And what about this slightly old-fashioned word for a cocktail or a drink containing alcohol?
Vibation?
Oh, libation.
Libation.
A libation.
That was the word that was in my head, and then I came out wrong.
Was a libation originally a liquid offering to a god?
I think so.
Is that
yes.
yeah?
Almost
libations?
certainly.
Yeah. Like a sacrificial offering. Yeah.
Everything used to be an offering
yeah,
to a god.
true.
It's all we did with our time. Back before television.
Maiming was when you offered a body part to the gods.
That's it.
What's a quantity that's made all at the same time?
Would that be
A batch.
a bat?
Batch.
A big old batch.
I am so impressed you got that. That was the hardest word in my testing.
Interesting.
That one and libation. I was going to try to do this with bomb as well, but it turns out not that many words with bomb in them that don't mean bomb. Well, how about this? Stunning or devastating?
Is that what bombastic means?
No. But this is you would use this to describe like a gorgeous woman.
Bombshell.
A bombshell, yes.
Fat shell.
And this is grandiose or pretentious.
Bombastic.
That's bombastic.
Oh, okay. Turns out I don't actually know what it means. Thank you.
I didn't either. I always thought it meant impressive, but the actual dictionary meaning is impressive sounding, but mostly meaningless words or phrases.
Wow.
And so I don't know why Shaggy wanted to be called Mr. Bombastic.
Maybe that was the whole point. And then the last two words that didn't have anything to do with a bomb is this word for a bass tuba. If you know instruments.
Bombone.
Yeah. A trombone.
A trombone. Trombombadil.
That's a bombardin, and then the other one is also an instrument. A traditional Puerto Rican drum consisting of a barrel with a goat skin head.
Yeah.
Not a clue.
Bomb.
Drums are hard.
Just a bomb.
There's so
This is the
many
bomb.
of them.
You're not far off.
Everything's a drum.
It's a bomba.
Oh, okay.
Like La Bomba.
So there you have it. That is my game right off the bat.
Nice.
Wonderful.
All right, Dani and Bill, besides hosting Escape This Podcast and writing for the murder mystery video game, The Rise of the Golden Idol, you also have another podcast called Solve This Murder. Can you tell us a little bit about how that works?
Nice. It's a very simple one. One of us, quietly on our own, writes a murder mystery or occasionally adapts an older one, but generally we write them on our own, and then we bring the other person in to play detective, and they get to go around trying to solve it. They look at the crime scene, investigate the body, interrogate witnesses, and they've just got to try to find everything they can to solve it. And we're trying to essentially make it like a play it yourself Agatha Christie, which is really hard because it turns out when you write a detective, they know exactly what questions to ask and where to look.
Yeah, because you already know the answers.
Oh boy, when it's just a person who has to be told, all right, go. It's much harder. I'm surprised any murders in the real world get solved.
Usually we do a single mystery over the course of, say, 5 to 8 episodes.
Yeah, so if you like murders, if you like murders,
If you love murders.
if you like murder mysteries, make sure to check out their podcast and also The Rise of the Golden Idol, where you can solve it yourself with puzzles and your own deductive reasoning. David, I believe you have a segment for us about this weird piece of history called the Bat Bomb.
Yeah, so I learned about this back when I was in college, and I have spent a very long time now with this knowledge in my head, this completely insane story, and now I am going to go and share it so that it has to live in all of your heads as well. Are you all familiar with the Bat Bomb?
I'm minorly familiar with the Bat Bomb.
I had never heard of it.
I don't know how familiar I am with the Bat Bomb.
All right. The story of the Bat Bomb begins, as so many horrible things do, with a dental surgeon in Pennsylvania who had some connection to Eleanor Roosevelt. By the way, this is a World War II story. Most of your crazy history, somehow World War II. This guy wrote a letter to Eleanor Roosevelt proposing that they create a bomb that would be filled with bats that each have a little incendiary device attached to them. And they drop this on Japan. And through some series of events that I can't imagine there's any way that anyone could ever explain that this got approved, but it did. It got developed. A whole team was put onto figuring out how to attach little bombs to bats, put bats into a larger bomb, and then figure out how to drop them and do mass destruction. And so this was tested, lots and lots of versions of it. I cannot imagine how many bats were killed in the process of this.
So it's like a pinata filled with bombs.
It's like a pinata filled with grenades that happen to be bats.
that are flying grenades.
Because basically what happens is they would drop this thing, and the idea was you would drop it at night just before the sun was rising. And as this bomb would be dropped, these doors would release, and the bats that were stuffed inside the bomb, they would start flying out. And they would all basically have pins attached to them, and as they flew out, the pins would be pulled and it would start timers. And then, because the sun was coming up, the bats would go and look for a place to roost. And they would fly into the various buildings, dispersing throughout a city. And then the bombs would go off. And because of the way that construction was being done in Japan, especially at the time, very prone to fires. And this was tested in a mock-up of a Japanese city in, I think, Utah. And this was very effective. In fact, it was ruled more effective than other incendiary bombs that were being dropped at the time. It was also a project that was fraught. There were lots of delays. There were lots of problems. It turns out working with live animals, especially when you're trying to kill them, not a great way to go and develop a weapon. And then all of this was kind of rendered irrelevant because there was another project going on at the time. You may have heard of it. Called the Manhattan Project. And it may have created a bomb that was considerably more destructive than the Bat Bomb. But that, my friends, is the story of a completely insane weapon that was tested effectively but never used.
Can't you just imagine the alternate reality where this was the project that got approved?
And then years and years later, a director named Christopher Nolan goes and directs a movie named Batman.
Wait.
Are we in? Wait, which timeline are we in? Which Nolan movie are we? Oh no. You know, the worst part is when you said that they abandoned it in favor of a different project. And I just remember thinking, oh, good. At least they're not going to, like, kill all these bats. Well, the lives of the poor bats are saved.
Oh, man.
Another project happened and nothing bad happened. Everyone was fine.
I do know there's an association with the bat bomb and like reported Genghis Khan tactics, that he did something similar.
Oh, really?
Where he got a bunch of sparrows and set them on fire and gave them back to a city, and they set everything on fire.
Bill, Genghis Khan is kind of like the Simpsons did it of warfare.
True.
I feel like when I learned about the bat bomb, I believe it was from an educational program on the channel Dropout. It also then went into the Cat Spies program, if you know that one as well.
I'm going to have to look that one up.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, when you think about making cats your spies, the cats happen to behave a lot like cats. Surprise, surprise.
I'm just glad that David finally has a chance to use his history degree. We were talking about that earlier because all of these like weird historical facts he knows, he gets to share them all on this podcast. And I'm actually using my English degree for something, making these games.
Too many times when we learn history, we only learn about the things that did happen and not the stupid mistakes that almost happened.
Yeah, everybody knows that when you learn history, you're doomed to repeat it on a podcast.
All right, Dani and Bill, if people want to follow you and your work, where can they go?
Go to consumethismedia.com. That's got our little umbrella website for the various projects that we do, including Escape This Podcast and Solve This Murder.
Excellent. Thank you so much for playing with us today.
Thank you so much for having us on.
Everybody at home, I hope you enjoyed hanging out with us here in PG's Playhouse. And if you did, I would love a 5-star rating and review wherever you listen to your podcasts. Games, puzzles, and editing by me, PG Law. This show is produced by Teresa Piazza with support from Lisa Spira. Music is by Matt Farthing and logo by Teresa Wagner. Once again, I'm PG Law, and together with David Spira, we also co-host Reality Escape Pod, a podcast exploring immersive games, experiences, and escape rooms with their creators. If you enjoy our shows, consider supporting us on Patreon, where you'll get access to bonus content like the After Show and the Spoilers Club. Thanks for listening, and I hope your day is filled with play.
I'm Batman.
There we go. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had a lot of fun listening to a episode of PG's Playhouse that we were on. Go and check out more of their stuff. There are 2 more episodes featuring Dani and me, so if you enjoyed that, you'll enjoy those. And if you enjoy all 3 of them, you'll probably enjoy the rest of the show. You may even find people who've been on Escape This Podcast who are now on PG's Playhouse. So go and find them. And that's another good next step. And then just listen to the whole thing. All right, we'll be back next week with the start of season 19 and the start of the 10th year. It's the countdown to a decade of podcasting, everybody. Get excited.